Hi, this is Becky at Westwood Hills Nature Center. Welcome to another Westwood Wednesday. Today we're going to take a look at what's happening in the woods. If you check out stumps and at the base of trees, you'll find this green carpet-like plant called moss. Mosses are in a group of plants called bryophytes. They are non-flowering plants. So instead of getting flowers, they get these little structures called sporophytes that instead of producing seeds, produce spores. And that's how they can reproduce and grow new moss plants. Ferns are a common discovery here in the woods at the Nature Center. You'll find many along the trails. This one is an ostrich fern. It gets its name because the shape of its fern frond is similar to that of an ostrich feather. Ostrich ferns grow in what's commonly called a vase-like shape, although if you're a kid, you might call it a tornado shape. I also came across this turkey out here in the woods, feeding on some of the plants. Here's one of the flowers blooming in our woods right now. It's a fairly tall plant with white clusters of flowers at the top. It's called white snakeroot. You can see here how each of the flowers is actually a cluster of little tiny white flowers. When snakeroot is done blooming, it forms these little tiny seeds that have these little silken parachutes. Goldenrods are popular with pollinators. You can see lots of them on this plant, going from flower to flower. So I was walking up the steps, I noticed all these pieces of acorns. And a little tiny basswood seed in the middle too, that little round seed. But hopefully they were eaten by chipmunks and squirrels. I also happened to find a whole acorn. The caps of acorns can be used as a whistle. You have to have one that doesn't have any broken edges around the rim or holes in the cap. You can take your acorn cap, once you make sure it doesn't have any broken edges, and you put your thumbs over it right at the knuckles. I like to make, once you've got that pressed, and you have to have it pretty tight pressed to the back on both sides. And then you open up a little pie shape, a little slice of pie there. And then you're going to blow on your knuckles right at that opening to make a whistling sound. So I'll get it all set up. And let's see, here it goes. How's that? Thanks for joining me today. That's all we have. Join us again for another Westwood Wednesday.